Hi, welcome to the Minnesota Realtors e-video resource. My name is Chris Galler. Today you're going to be reviewing the third in a series of video options for insurance. This one is going to review how you fill out the actual application. You'll be receiving this after you've decided to go with Eric's company to look at submitting it and making sure that you can get the lower rates that are available. There's a couple of additional things that people will need beyond the application. I know they're on the application, but why don't you cover quickly, Eric, what those are?
You bet. What you're going to be looking at will be 3 attachments, and then additional to those 3 attachments, what I'm going to need. If you're an LLC, I'm going to need your Articles of Incorporation, a 1040 and the Schedule C. If you're an S Corp or C Corp, what we're going to also need is Articles of Incorporation. We're going to need the 1120 S and the K1. You'll find those in your tax return.
And it's important for you to know that ahead of time because sometimes those delay submitting the package. So we want you to make sure that you get that in advance so that you're ready to go.
Right.
The final step then is that they're going to scan this process and get it to you. You say, although the forms look complicated, about 15 minutes, maybe 20 to go through it. Why don't you go through the forms quickly with the people?
Yeah, this looks really confusing to a lot of you because you're not an HR person. But what we can do is we can take you from start to finish in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So what we'll want you to do is grab the first form, which is the small group employer application. Okay. I can go from top to bottom. Basically what you're looking at here, group name or number, you would leave blank. Effective date, you would put in 2/1/2017. Legal name of your group, you would put in the name of your business. The medical product will be the one that you selected, including network. Okay. The next 8 sections are basically on your business. Just name, address, phone number pertaining to your business. Okay. The next section is there's 9 yes or no questions. Okay. Those are most of the time are going to be no. There also is a section in there where it asks if you have workman's comp. Most of you don't. And also how long you've been in business and whether you're an S Corp, C Corp, or LLC. Okay. The next form, if you move on, it just asks on the second page of this form how many number of employees you have. In most cases that's going to be 1. Also what we need to do on this page is you need to go under the enrollment period under full-time. You need to create the blueprint for your small group plan. Who's eligible and who's not. So you would put in full-time, you would put under 40. And then if you would scroll down under the class structure, under the wait period, you would put in that box 60 days. It's very simple. That form would be completed. You would go to the next page. Okay. You would sign, date, done. Okay. We would want you to move on to the next form. Okay. It's the small employer enrollment form. This is you as the employer filling you out as the employee. The top part information would be the name of employer, you. You would also list the network and the product, what you have chosen. It is open enrollment. You would list that you work 40 hours a week. Your start date, you would get that from your Articles of Incorporation, and then you would sign and date. Below that section, you would just fill out the information about yourself. Okay? Underneath that third black line was where you would enroll your dependents, spouse, and dependents. If you have more than 3 spouse and dependents, you would simply take this page, Xerox it, and fill that out a second time. Okay? The second page of this form, literally you just put your name, Social Security on the top. Completed. Third page, name, Social Security. Go down to the bottom of the page, sign, date, X the box on the bottom saying everything is on there is accurate. That form now is completed. Third form, which is the small employer certification. This form pertains to your business. You would go to the middle of the section where you would list your name, address, or city, county of your business. You would then go down the page and mark whether you're an S Corp, C Corp, or LLC. You would provide the following documents like we said at the beginning. You would then list your federal ID number, state ID number. Next page, you would then list yourself as the owner, 100% I assume ownership, how many hours worked, 40. Sign and date this form. And also with this form, you will need to have either your accountant or your accountant firm or an attorney that has advised you sign and date this form. That would be that's it for the process.
And the reason, that's great, Eric, and Eric's contact information is on the screen for you as well. He can walk you through it individually if you run into some difficulties. The reason why we videoed this is so that you can look at the form, hit the pause button as you're going through it, and that way you can have those questions already answered by Eric so that you can submit it quickly. We have some deadlines on dates. The first one comes up is January 20th.
Correct.
There's a February 20th, I assume a March 20th. If we're,
Absolutely.
and so it's important that you get in front of his firm, talk to them. They work good hours, 8 to 8 Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 on the weekends. That's the same hours you guys work, same hours we try to. We appreciate your business. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.